Welcome back to another episode of the Success Publishing Videocast. My name is Jessica, and I am here with one of our authors, Jacalyn Price. We just love interviewing our authors so we can shine a light on who they are, their stories, and their amazing work. So, welcome, Jacalyn.
Thank you, Jessica. It's been a privilege to be able to co-author with Matt. Something you always want to do is write a book about your story and how you can help others, and just having that opportunity. And I haven't been asked before, would you like to co-author? I said, yes, and then work out how to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So, can you give us a little bit more about who you are, just like your cliff notes, who you are, where you are in the world?
I'm from Newcastle, Australia. I'm a carer for my dad. He's nearly 91 now. So he's doing pretty good. We
Yeah.
lost Mum to a stroke just over 2 years ago, so he's still battling a little bit, but on the whole, he's doing well. And I just have time with him each day, and we, go and visit Mum regularly and just give him that support for family. And he loves having the grandchildren. He's got a lovely white beard now, and they call him Poppy Claus, so he thinks it's great.
Oh, that's so sweet. And then, so among being a caretaker and everything, you're recently published, like I said, in Breakthrough
Yes,
Leadership. Do you have a copy of that book that you can show off?
I certainly do.
Awesome. I love that. So, how did it feel when you first got that in the mail and you could hold it in your hands?
Oh, look, amazing. Something you always dream of, being able to write a book and help others in life. Like, we all have struggles, whether they're small or big. We
Hmm.
all deal with it differently. And by sharing my story, if I can help someone else get through a problem they have and change their mindset, it's all about your mindset.
Yeah, I
And,
love
you
that.
know, some challenges are big and small. I've had a number of challenges. Just losing family members, a lot of people do that as well, but just physical challenges with injuries. And
Hmm.
you just have to move on and make the best of what you have. And not everybody has that opportunity to change their mindset. And I think a lot of it's missing here in training, even from school age. People have problems. They should be let know how you can deal with the problem, how you can change your mindset and tell yourself the pain won't control me, I'll control the pain. And any injury you'll have, you can always get through it. There's always
Yeah.
support out there, family and friends. There's always groups you can reach out to. And even the hospital system, a lot of things aren't quite right. Like even with healing processes, they don't teach you the deep breathing while you're exercising. And that helps you get through it a lot easier. And you can extend your exercises more. Like when I had the injury with the taxi, I couldn't even pick up a ping pong ball with my right arm because I was injured, and it took them 6 hours to put my arm back together.
Hmm.
So going from trying to pick up a ping pong ball, couldn't even lift my arm, to now I have nearly full use of the arm back, but I nearly lost it. So I'm grateful that they were able to save the arm. Otherwise, things would have been a different challenge again. But
Yeah.
a lot of people lose limbs and they still manage. They have artificial limbs and they still get on with life. And because your family want to support you, get on with life. And Mum always said she had lots of strokes over time, and she said, just do it. I can get through this, like she said, with her strokes. And you just have to try and work really hard at what you do physically and your mental challenge and look for that support.
Yeah. So, without giving too much away, can you dive a little bit more into your story and give the background on who you are and what brought you to becoming an author?
I think starting from childhood, like what you do with family, like there was no, I was the eldest of 7 children, and there was challenges all through Mum's childbirth as well. So you're always the eldest one to look after those siblings. And then growing up through life, there's challenges and wanted to go into certain careers. It doesn't work out. So there's always another opportunity. Like Sir Richard Branson says, if you're asked an opportunity, say yes and figure out how to do it later.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I've done through life. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't want to say too much about the book, but I had a challenge I wanted to do when I was 18, but I had to be 24 to go and do this career. And you had to be a certain height, and I couldn't. So I chose another career in a similar field. But that always works out. And there's always a challenge, like when Matt offered, are you open to being an author, a co-author? I said, something I've always wanted to do. And I said, yes. And that's now, how do I do this? Then you have to go through your life and figure out still a lot of things I missed, because you're trying to think through life, what you went through. And I've put a lot in the book, but there's still things I missed out on. But, there's always another book in hand.
Yeah. Can you tell us kind of some of, again, without giving too much away, just kind of the big struggle that you went through that brought you to where you are now, so that you're able to help others and do the amazing work that you do?
I think one of the biggest challenges I had a simple fall, ended up being in a wheelchair for many years. And they said, well, that's how you'll be. And I thought, no, that's not happening. So you just have to really persevere with the physio, get yourself out of wheelchairs, onto crutches, off crutches, and still be careful what you do. But a lot of people don't get out of wheelchairs and still live a full life. I still managed to do that. When I tried to go back into my career, you're out of work too long, you're too old. I said, I'm not too old. So you look for something else to try and do. And that brings you another opportunity to go into a business field. And I chose a business field, and then as ongoing training, I do a lot of business groups, and you're building your business and then sharing what you do with everyone else. And the opportunity of being a co-author with Matt and sharing my story, if someone else goes through something similar, so look, if Jacalyn can do it, I can do it. That's what I said. If I can do this, anyone can do it. You've really got to control how you think. And how my motto is touching hearts and changing lives. And if I can make a difference in the life of one person by reading my book, that's all I want.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, that's the whole idea of sharing our stories is, hey, here's what I've been through. It's possible. And even if, just like you said, one person reads it, that's one life changed. And then who knows what they'll share and how many lives that'll touch.
It's a ripple effect.
Yeah. What's like the one thing you would love for readers to get out of your chapter?
You have to learn to control your mindset. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
It's the power of the subconscious mind. What you think, you become. If you tell yourself you're sick and you're tired and you're in pain, you will be. Even though you might feel that way, you have to tell yourself, I'm feeling great today. I'm going to go out. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to read a book. I'm going to do something to help my life, help my family, talk to people, share a smile. A lot of people are in trouble out there, and there are a lot of people walk around unhappy. You just share a smile, say hello, how are you going? And they think, oh, I can smile again, Smile makes a big difference to talking to people.
Yeah. So why, you have a long career, you've had many different ups and downs and different careers. Why was now the time to step into this power of becoming an author?
I wasn't offered the opportunity before. And the opportunity came along. Even though you think about it, you don't know how to go about it. When Matt offered that, I said, yes,
done.
Now is the time. So,
awesome. Yeah. And then how has stepping into that identity as an author changed how you feel about yourself?
Well, look, you just feel on top of the world. I've achieved now. I am an author. It's my first book. There'll be more to come. Because once you've done it once, it's an easier process. And then I can always add to what I've already shared and put more information with, like the power of subconscious mind. People don't realise how powerful that is. And gratitude every day. You're grateful waking up every morning. A lot of people don't wake up.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what was the best surprise out of this experience for you?
Having my book published.
Having it published and in your hands.
And having the lovely testimonials from my business colleagues and friends. You don't realise, asking the favour for a testimonial, what they give you, and you think, wow. You don't realise how people think of you because you've done a lot of things. Like when I joined the BX Business Networking and won Business of the Year, and I won again this year. So
congratulations.
So awesome. 2 years in a row, I won Business of the Year. And I thought,
Wow.
this just takes my life to a new level, having my
Yeah.
book published. And now in my business groups, I'm sharing my book on the business groups. Everyone's interested to say, wow, you've gone through a lot. I've been through this and I've been through that. It's different, but I can relate, and that helps me get through things.
Yeah. And then it brings that connection better too, or we can really connect
Yes.
with each other on a deeper level. So what's next for you then?
I think building my business and looking at another book.
Awesome.
If
I
I can
love
help
that.
more people with the challenges they have in life and just sharing power of your subconscious mind.
Yeah.
And reaching out to people. Everyone can touch hearts and change lives daily.
Mhm.
Sharing a smile, helping someone just with a simple task. Doesn't take much, just simple things in life.
Mhm. That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me today. It was a pleasure. And again, you can find Breakthrough Leadership with Jacalyn Price on Amazon.com. Thank you for joining us, Jacalyn.
Thank you, Jessa. It's been a pleasure.